I told my wife, I was like, the first goal, I go, if they're going to let this go on, there's going to be people flying all over. Because every time we pressure that rebound, we have 2 people pressuring every, and I go, that's a foul every other time, at least, you know. Yeah. That one shot against 5. That was. Now Bill Russell says, just tip it up there. Can I hear the SCL Championship tonight? Can I get one? So, if we play somebody else that's a non-champion or for a higher seed, we're the outright champion in both. So if we play a non-league winner, then we get a home game. So it looks like girls going to be 11 or 12. So you kind of like go look ahead and see who the 5 or 6 are. I think I looked at it either. I think the 5 was the Marin champion, 6 was not. So it's like please put us at put us at 11 or 12. What? 5 or 6 was for Marin. So it's like Redwood and Tamalpaya. One's the league champion, one's not. So you want like the higher 11 seed to play with 6. And then, the playoffs, the seeding committees are unlikely to put you against anybody in the league. You know, they look at that and go, if it's the second round, maybe, but not the first round. I turned the camera. I got her room on the camera. They have a volleyball tournament that's with me, and we're racing. We're leaving at 5:10. I got the ball. Greg, burn the film.
this board.
Oh, I agree.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes it gets almost, some of these automatic settings, I don't even want to mess Okay, so now I go to
Tournament Championship game. The winner of tonight's contest will receive an automatic berth in the North Coast Section Basketball Playoffs in Kenya. This game features the number 36 Trojans from Petaluma High School.
Some academies set for the board. Some people don't like it on the board, but I like it on the board. Everybody knows what's going on.
Top seeded Tigers from Petaluma High School.
Okay. All right, here we go. America. Anything about the Warriors?
Our great nation, our many veterans, and our men and women proudly serving our country at home and overseas with the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran bright, and bombs were singing, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your evening.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Hale Pavilion as we're getting ready to start our second game of the doubleheader as your Annalee Tigers are the home team facing the number 3 seed Petaluma Trojans. You are watching the Tiger Sports Network brought to you by your Annalee Boosters. My name is Eddie Van Wheel and my co-host in crime tonight is
Jason Weaver, happy to be here with you, Mr. Van Wheel.
All right, so let's wipe away the disappointment of the first game. We didn't play our best. Now let's hope at least we get the split and see if our Annalee boys can bring back a championship.
A very nice showing here for both squads. It's, I would say, an electric playoff atmosphere. A nice battle of the bands going on between the Petaluma Purple Whatevers and the Blue Crew. And there's
Tip controlled by Travis.
Travis Holmes.
Brings it down right side. It's going to be starters Nick Fuji, Travis Holmes, number 35. Anthony Navarez gets the start tonight, number 15. A little pull-up jumper there. Contact and nothing.
Hey, that's our ball.
Well, that'll be a jump ball to go to them.
Oh, they got it, yeah.
And then also number 11, Dom Tripodi, and 30 for the big fella, Jordan Armstrong. But that was a good look. It was about a 10-foot jump shot for Anthony. And again, we've seen this a lot lately from Travis. He has good drives and dishes.
And so we come in with the two teams having squared off 2 times prior to this. Victories both for the Tigers, a 1-point margin in their last meeting, I believe.
Yes, it was a 51-50 game just about 2 weeks ago in Petaluma. Deep 3, offline, no good. Good box out by Travis. Jordan inhales the rebound, quickly gets it off.
Boy, he covered some lateral space there as well.
Travis gets the edge, a lot of contact. They're going to call it on the floor, and they're going to call it on number 25, Ryan Perez.
I like that. I like, you certainly want to come out in a game like this and set a tone who's going to be the aggressor. Travis Holmes going hard to the hole.
I'd also like to nominate the Petaluma Trojans for the worst uniform in the Sonoma County League.
I believe we discussed that at
the hideous
January
kind
game.
of combination of, I don't know, I don't know what to call it. It's like a, I don't know what to call it. It's like a,
Yeah,
I don't know what to call it. It's like a, I don't know what to call it. It's like a, I don't know what to call it. It's like a, I don't know what to call it. It's like a, I don't know what to call it. It's like a, I don't know what to call it. It's like a, I don't know what to call it. It's like a, I don't know what to call it. It's like a, I don't know what to call it. It's like a, I don't know what to call it. It's like a, I don't know what to call it. It's like a, I don't know what to call it. It's like a, I don't know what to call it. It's like a, I don't know what to call it. It's like a, I don't know what to call it. It's like a, I don't know what to call it. It's like a, I don't know what to call it. It's like a, I don't know what to call it. It's like a, I don't know what to call it. It's like a, I don't know what to call it. It's like a, I don't know what to call it. It's like a, I don't know what to call it. What, Barney and little tie-dye?
Yeah, and even the white
And the-
piping is not to my liking.
And the purples in the jersey tops are different than the purple color in the jersey bottom, so they don't even match each other. And the dark jersey, or the dark numbers on dark jerseys look even more hideous.
Fairly middle school, if I may.
Yeah, CYO wouldn't even be caught dead in
I don't
these.
think so.
So turnover there, ball's going to go to Petaluma. They're going to slow it down here, call off their offense. Man-to-man defense being showed here by the Tigers.
Jordan Armstrong sagging way off. That's going to be a nice fly-in. Who is that?
But missed the tip. Travis is going to come away with it. That was number 23, Kelly Garber. He's an all-effort guy. He made a good impact the last game we broadcast with the Petaluma team. You'll see him crashing for everything.
I remember that kid. A very Teen Wolf kind of
So tried the alley-oop and
not enough elevation. Not enough elevation on the pass, I would say, and perhaps timing. That's a tough play to run in a.
Garber forces up another one, gets the first basket. Oh boy.
We're seeing a little bit of that. I think a little bit of nerves on both sides. That's to be expected. Wow. Nice dish. Don't call that a travel. I don't think it was.
So they must have said he came down before he shoveled that one off. That was a tough call. Ball out of bounds here to Petaluma. And again, you saw it. I'm thinking here a little bit, especially from what we just saw in the last game. Nerves are going to play a part in this. It seemed like the teams were going a little bit too fast, not in their normal tempo. So we'll see which team can adjust first.
Not watching the ball all the way into their hands, that sort of thing.
Garber takes a three.
Not going to go. Armstrong, well played.
Good job there, beating Potts for the rebound. Anthony's going to drive.
Jordan was boxed out on that and made the most of it to come up the ball.
Dom, tough drive's going to kick it back out. Let's reset that. You can see the effort guy Garber's going to be guarding Fuji. So we'll see, and they're not letting any cuts go through. They're using their arms to kind of ward off any ball action. Dom turns the corner, blocked from behind. Going the other way. Quickly thrown up. That's an air ball. He can't get that.
Possess that ball. That is a tough break.
Yeah, I mean, he threw up an air ball. He can't come down with it. Somebody else has to touch it. So Perez got a little luck there. And we have 3 referees doing this game, so you'd hope one of the 3 would realize that. Fuji with an elbow jumper, no good. Dom gets a long rebound, muscles it in, gets it over to Anthony.
That'll work. They do look like they're seeing each other well, and they do look like they're under control for the most part, which is, despite adrenaline, encouraging to see.
And nice seeing them here reset. This is something we didn't see the girls do a lot often, is reset and call a play. Slow it down. Dom tries to turn the corner again. These are just tough. These shots are not under control. Cole Murray, number 11, did a good job of defending them there.
Garber inside. Armstrong.
A lot of contact. Potts puts it down.
Jordan probably fortunate he got away with that just being a 2 and not a man 1.
So let's see if the Tigers can settle in here. Again, we're almost halfway through the first. No points on the board for the Tigers.
Very clean, very quick first 4 minutes.
Good ball movement here, working it around.
And Coach Page sticking with his starting 5 to this point.
Well, we'll see how much longer that lasts if we don't get some points here.
First sub of the game coming for the Trojans.
Dom's going to take a deep 3. Splash! That's real nice.
Nice shot to Cody. Here we go. It's underway now. 4-3 Trojans. Garber drives the baseline. Travis closes that off.
They're going to reset, kick it back out. Now Garber again. He's going to swing it. Getting it to Potts at the free throw line, but well guarded.
There's Perez out to the corner.
It's a deep 2 here. Couple Perez fight for the rebound. They had numbers. Now Perez going to launch a 3, no good.
Jordan Armstrong with his 4th rebound.
Yeah, and a little foul there, not called as they had a reach in.
They are letting him play. They are letting him play.
Travis gets the contact, will go to the line.
With 5 minutes elapsed, that's the second foul called in the game. The 2 that have been called have been when Travis is driving to the hole and fairly obvious hacks. But the little chippy stuff, they're letting it go, and that is, I think that's sort of a universal in playoff situations.
It seems like they get away with a little bit more. Now Travis is going to the line. He's shooting, let's see,
100% so far tonight.
I like that. So he's 70 of 95 on the year, 74%, if you can believe the totals. And somehow I don't think I can.
If it's on the web, it's the truth, baby.
So 4-4 now. as a 3 and a free throw ties this game up.
Armada back up with not a whole lot of quality shots from the Tigers here in the first 5 minutes.
Petaluma made its first substitute as Drake Peretti, number 5, handling the ball there. Came in as well as Lucas Zedek, number 24.
Nice names, Peretti, Zedek. They're multicultural.
Another 3 being launched up here, no good.
Perez, no dice.
Travis comes away. Has Nick trailing.
Go. Almost.
No good. Potts gets the board.
Almost got himself a foul there, too. That is one you want to avoid, but he's...
And I'd almost, Peretti will step into a 3, no good. Jordan, another board. Big fella already has at least 5 in this quarter.
I'm thinking so. That's lovely to see. I mean,
I'd like to see them get Nick. He's wide open in the corner, but took too late. Garber found him.
Yeah, you do get the sense here that playing in a strange gym, a little bit of an elevated adrenaline level.
So 21 seconds on the shot clock. Coach Page is going to call a 30-second timeout and talk to the troops. 2:20 remaining in the fourth. Again, another defensive struggle, this time 4-4.
Probably similar in some ways to the first game in that I think neither team is really playing within themselves at this point. We're seeing, it feels like Petaluma's jacking shots that they probably are not usually going to be encouraged to take by their coach. And Tigers, great job on the defensive end, rebounding well. Offensively, probably, I don't know, running a little bit above red line in terms of where they want to be in terms of RPMs, yeah?
Yeah, so, and again, you know, the Tigers are doing this without their leading scorer halfway through the year, Aiden Turner Rogers. He hurt his wrist. He's out. They've adapted without him very well as we've had a couple other players step up, get some more points. This is a balanced scoring attack as nobody's really dominating the action. Nick Fuji has kind of stepped up his game in that, he's filled a little bit of that void, but they haven't been able to find him here. And he's been calling for the threes in the corners, but he's just not getting those passes right now. And Garber's staying pretty close to him.
This is also going to be a game where conditioning becomes a pretty big factor late in the game because both squads going as hard as they can. They both played 2 nights ago.
Deep shot by Anthony as we ran it down too far in the shot clock. Perez inhales the rebound. Petaluma bringing it up.
Just under 2 minutes remaining in the quarter. That's a nice shot fake, but no go. And Armstrong,
another board.
He's apparently the only one rebounding tonight, ladies and gentlemen, which is fine by me.
Dom, deep 3.
Little 2.
Board, go bring it up, big fella. Oh, you're right underneath. Just turn around and hook it.
You know, it's fine by me if kid's going to be on pace for 28 rebounds tonight. But yeah, drop step on somebody right there.
Well, you're already deep in the paint. Just turn around and shoot. Nick and Potts cleans that up. A lot of contact. Fuji's looking around, wondering what happened. And they got a big fella of their own. Spencer Vogel checking in, number 3, coming in for Anthony. Now, I got to call early and often for this kid. Jack Newman was the reason why we won the last game. He came in at the end of the third, played the full fourth, and he brought an energy and an intensity that we really need again.
Sure.
And I'm wondering what the kid has to do to get more playing time, honestly.
Well, with any luck, we will see him, especially if we don't see a little more offensive spark. It's not for lack of energy. I would, attribute it to pretty solid defensive pressure from the Trojans that are taking the Tigers a little bit out of their rhythm.
So Zeta came over the top there on the entry pass, gets the foul. David's going to come in, checking in for Dom.
Yeah. Well, minute 12 left. Brett Page might be thinking, I got a 4-4 game. It doesn't matter. I'm not scoring a lot because they're not either, and I want to keep people fresh for later in the game.
Fuji breaks an ankle. No good on the shot. Spencer goes high but could not get the rebound. That would have been Purdy if he would have hit it. The Blue Crew erupts, but they left Garber all alone. He misses one and David gets the board.
Apparently that's going to be all right. Yeah, Blue Crew, commendations to the Blue Crew on their response to that ankle breaker. That's good stuff.
Nick again, short.
He's getting himself open pretty easily. Garber,
and he's going to make a pay on the other end.
Boy, he does seem like a sort of an opportunivore, willing to take any shot that's open, and I'll hustle. That's
well, and Nick got caught watching his own miss, and Garber just sprinted down the other end, and it was a recipient of the easy deuce.
Cardoni looking for it on the baseline in the corner, but he's too closely covered.
Going to reset this one
Travis
here.
With 9 left.
Shot clock is off, so they're going to work it down. Gets it to Jordan's going to get it back to David, and it's going to be blocked. Again, kind of just a little out of pace there at the end, so a very low-scoring first quarter, as it's going to be a 6-4 lead for Petaluma.
You know, I didn't think we'd see a lower scoring affair than in the first game, but I believe we are seeing that.
It was 6-11, Sonoma leading in the first against our girls. So yeah, I don't want that trend to continue. Averaging 6 points a quarter for the Annalee Tigers, whether it be boys and girls, is not the recipe for victory.
No, in any sport.
I mean, open up that crock pot, stir in a couple threes, stir in a couple running drives, some jumpers. Let's score some more points.
Yeah, we're seeing the defense for the Trojans pushing on us a little harder than perhaps they were the last couple times around. But, these were close games the last time we played these teams. And I believe we had Aiden Turner-Rogers for the first victory.
Yeah, we did. Then he got injured after that. In fact, he got injured, and I think he played for about a week and a half with it before they had an x-ray and said, hey, you know what, kid, you got a break.
I do like the atmosphere, though.
So a nice full crowd, and Annalee Boosters are running a opposition event against us here tonight.
Oh, that's right.
The Mardi Gras. Check your scheduling next time, Boosters. Do a better job.
What do you think we have here? What would you guess? Oh, thank you. This just in from our score table desk, the Golden State Warriors won by 3 tonight. I probably just ruined somebody's DVR evening, but
hey, that's what we're here for. We're just happy they're watching us and not the
if you're watching us and not the Warriors, you got your priorities right. I'll say that.
Plus, I think that game ended about an hour ago. Spencer running jumper,
That is
no
a
good.
nice take. Jordan almost had that, but gets the opportunity again, and indeed comes up with it.
David wide open for 3. No good. So we just haven't got the shot. So it's David, Spencer, Travis, Anthony back in, and the big guy, Jordan Armstrong, who's just inhaling rebounds like they're Skittles. Nice, tasty little pieces of candy.
Some of the shooting woes, you think, strange gym, different background, all that sort of depth perception stuff can play a role. We're not seeing either team shoot the lights out here, obviously. How they adapt is what you do. Do you start going to the hole, or does somebody figure out how to start making threes?
Travis comes away with the rebound. 7 minutes left in this quarter.
Boy, he's got nice speed. I mean, he's handling the ball, and the Petaluma defenders.
Hand off into the big fella, no good. Gets his own board. Gonna have a reach in there. Ball out of bounds, and he's shaking his head. He wanted that basket.
Jordan Armstrong, please do not get frustrated. You're cleaning up the boards. The points will come. You're just padding your stats there, buddy. No sweat. Keep it up.
So it looks like we're going to get Murray back into the game. He's going to give a breather to Zedek. Ryan Cox is also out there, number 21, as well as 32, Streamu. Colin.
Cadoni sets the screen, goes to the corner, looks to shoot.
Splash! There we go. That looked pretty.
Nice shot from David Cadoni. The screener's always the guy who's going to end up open, I was taught.
Now, maybe me, but I think that court's a little bit slippery, as we had a bunch of girls slipping in the first game, and we're seeing it already here. Nice cut, the ball loose.
Oh, you just hate that.
Cox laid it up in and off glass.
Way to use a glass, though. Nice shot. Armstrong down the middle.
In the paint, laid it up.
Nice body control from Jordan Armstrong with at least 10, maybe 12 fingers slapping across his wrists. He makes the adjustment, drops that thing in.
Spencer with the nice look. Usually you're a little worried if you're going to give it to the big fellow that far away from the basket, but Jordan did a great job under control, getting closer.
Well, and my bet is Travis Holmes with a tremendous defensive stop.
Spencer's got to watch out there. Don't get the foul that far away from the basket. 10 seconds on the shot clock.
Here we go. We got a little momentum swing right now, I think. This defensive pressure is helping the Tigers out.
David picks it up, and he's going to get the foul there, as you had the reach in from behind.
Yeah, you can feel a little frustration from Petaluma on one end and a little bit of excitement from the Tigers on the other side of the floor.
So Stromberg's going to check out after committing his foul there, and they're going to get their big guy Potts back in.
And it looks like we got a number 13, Jack Newman.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, it only took him to the second quarter this time to get him in.
Per your earlier request, one order of Jack Newman.
Let's see what Jack does. Make me proud.
Big Niners fan. He's a Packers fan.
He's you know, he likes the Dolphins, the Rams. David, good drive. Kansas City when they had Steve Bono.
Yeah, sure. I'm trying to think of a USFL team, and I can't think of one right now.
What, Houston Gamblers?
There we go.
That would have been Jim Kelly, but he wears 12.
Oh, that is
Spencer Vogel with the teardrop.
Sheesh. That's real nice. Spencer Vogel, way to finish, kid. Oh, dear.
Deep three, in and out.
And no dice, and there's Jack Newman.
Look at him, already sucking up rebounds.
Little Draymond Green. Pull the rebound and lead the break.
Somebody besides Jordan got a rebound.
Yeah, that's outside the game plan.
So a little mix-up here on these passes. We're starting to do them as guys are moving instead of setting to them.
I do think, we saw this in the girls' game too, especially on that side of the floor where the crowd is, the stands are so far away from the sideline.
Optical illusion.
Yeah, I think it creates some issues as to, understanding where you are physically on the floor.
Objects maybe appear closer than they actually are.
That sort of stuff.
Dom penetration, gets it over to Spencer, swinging around. Good ball movement here for the Tigers.
And nice movement without the ball.
Newman.
Helps Newman.
Gonna track it down after a tip. We're down to 5 seconds on the shot clock. Dom's gonna have to heat check it deep. Not gonna hit iron, so they waited too long there. But again, who came up with that offensive board?
Unfortunate.
Timeout
to
a
the
full
Trojans.
timeout here for the Trojans. 4:17 remaining here in the second. Tigers 10, Trojan 8. All right, so it seems like we've got a little bit better pace going on here. Our offense is starting to flow a little bit more. And per my request, the guys I want on the court are on the court.
I like our energy right now. He's giving Jordan Armstrong a little bit of a break. Zach Binfield has served very well to stop that gap when Jordan's been out. And we've got some guys who move well without the ball. I'm feeling pretty good right now.
I'm liking it, although the Blue Crew is a little too tame for me right now. I mean, they're just kind of hanging out, watching the action. You got one kid holding up a poster. Well, what's going on here?
I think they're planning something. I think this is the planning phase.
Looks like Isaac Kangas went deep for a pass.
I'm not sure. There's an interaction here going on between the Blue Crew and the purple guys.
Oh, they're replaying the win over Petaluma, and Petaluma was saying that he didn't get into the end zone.
Was it? That's what that was.
That was the replay from the football game when Spencer Vogel, or when it wasn't Spencer Vogel. I'm giving credit to the wrong drive. When we caught that ball at the end zone and he landed on his
that is some pretty sophisticated smack talking there.
That was excellent. And then Petaluma to react to it, to know what was going on.
I mean, it was basically silent melodrama between the two squads.
Little role playing, a little,
Yeah.
I liked it.
It's come a long way since I was a young lad.
Yeah, they've upped their game.
Somebody was probably filming that for YouTube as well. Or Snapfish or whatever.
So Perez has the ball here, guarded by Fuji's.
Boy, they're 11 play. They're 11 play. Perez could have been called for a push-off there. The defender could have been called for a foul, but they're letting him go.
Tied up 10 apiece. Like to get Nick going here.
Tripodi to Nick, to Newman, to Tripodi. Nice hustle from Perez.
And then Nick's going to get the reach and foul there.
That is tough call.
And that's a tough pass by Dom. He's kind of blindly passing behind him when his defender's closing out on him.
It's one of the risks of that sort of three-man weave at the top. I think, the idea is you're trying to lull the defense into some sort of rhythm where they start predicting things that aren't going to happen, but you can also lull yourself into a rhythm that makes you lazy with the ball.
So Travis Holmes will check back into the game.
Replacing Newman.
Yeah, I'm not happy with that.
I understand. No disrespect at all to Travis Holmes.
No, I like Travis checking back in.
You like to see Newman on the floor.
But I want to see Newman get a little more run. And they're giving, so ball dribbled out of bounds there. It's going to go off of one of our feet. They gave Jordan a break here, and Zach Binsfield is in on the check-in. And I think Coach Page is talking to Newman, so maybe he's going to put him back in.
Yeah, maybe something specific that he wants to see from him.
And then again, maybe not. But a defensive struggle in this game as well, 10-10. Wild shot, Binsfield controls the board, and they're going to get a reach and foul on Potts.
Wow.
Yeah, with all the other stuff that's going on.
Yeah, all of a sudden a couple of sort of ticky-tack fouls being called.
Nice job by Zach.
Continuing the tradition of inhaling every board after the first Petaluma shot. You know, Petaluma is not getting second shots. That is to our betterment. Travis Holmes bringing it up. He's got Nick looking to set a screen for him, perhaps.
Got Perez guarding him, number 25. Looking now Spencer, right side, guarded by Murray.
Binsfield in the high post. It looks like they're going to be running some screens through Zach.
But Dom had a little too much ball pressure to find it on that. We're going to reset 15 seconds on the shot clock.
Travis trying to take advantage of a mismatch, gets hung out.
Yep, tried to pass it. You do what he did with the Cardinals in, he getting up in the air before and then having to pass out of it.
Especially in that coffin corner, man. There's nowhere to go.
So there's a reach-in foul before the drive. It's going to be ball out of bounds.
Jordan Armstrong looks like getting ready to check back into the game.
And again, I'm not sure if this is a combination of playing in this gym, which none of these kids are familiar with, or just the amped up, psyched up playing in this game. But we saw it in the girls' game earlier that no one ever really looked like they were on track.
Yeah, rhythm is just ugly.
And then you're having this game where you got a 10-10 tie with 2:34 remaining in the second.
Yeah.
This is CYO level scoring.
Yeah, it's funny. When folks were asking me between the two games, what did I expect in the second game, the only generalization I could make was that the pace was going to be a little bit faster. And
it's actually slower. The girls had 12 points at half.
Yeah.
And the Sonoma girls had 21, so they were shooting lights out. Right now it's 10-10. You're watching the Tiger Sports Network, brought to you by your Annalee Boosters. Ken Talcott is your technical director. John Droft has slid over to the camera. My name is Eddie Van Wheel, and my co-host of Crime Tonight is
Jason Weaver. Here we are, Santa Rosa, California. Lovely February evening.
If you told me we would have a tough time scoring 60 with two games with two teams combined,
that's funny.
I would have thought that's problematic.
We did see the girls on both sides, I think, get a little looser as the game progressed, sort of settle in. Not to anything that was necessarily rhythmic, but at least looking a little less tentative.
Their 37-31 game was an offensive fireworks display.
Barn burner.
Compared to this one. Garber, a little pull-up jumper free throw line. No one guard him.
Isn't that funny? I mean, he does seem to get himself open in a sort of a tricky way. Just sort of sidles away from people, and suddenly the ball's in his hands.
And it's a quick trigger. He doesn't think about it very much. If he gets that ball fairly close to that rim, he's shooting it.
Yeah, nice elevation, too. Gets off the floor well.
Dom does a nice job, but then he travels. So he's got to go up before Potts gets there, and he decided to hold on to it.
Did you think he traveled?
It was tough for me to look there, but I don't know if he dragged his foot or what. I mean, I'm trusting the three judges, the three referees that are out there.
Oh, that's typical. Yeah.
At least now I'm judging.
You would.
I may not trust them much later.
Referee is brief pause in the action here as he's asking the clock operator to, I believe, reset the game clock to.
Also, one of the problems they were having with the clock
fouls
in the earlier game is that for some reason the clock only counts to 5 for fouls.
That's very odd.
And then it just stops right there. That's a travel.
Wow.
Okay, thank you. No! There's no way that's a foul. Now I don't trust the referees. It went away in 10 seconds. Zach Binsfield had his feet set, got run over by Perez, and somehow they called a foul on him.
Kudos to Zach Binsfield for putting his life on the line there. He did not shy away from that.
He didn't slide. He didn't do anything. He was standing there and he got run over.
Yeah, I think he didn't. I guess he didn't get run over squarely in the.
Garber again with another look. Potts.
Rebound.
Vogel knocks it free, but then gives it away. But then Anthony takes it back. So we got to get a little smarter with the ball.
It's Nick and Anthony. It's Jordan in the post. This could be his. Yeah, it's a nice little pass.
So Binsfield's going to go to the line. Nice pass from Jordan as we went two bigs, which we normally don't do very often.
Absolutely true. You do not see these two kids on the floor very often, but Jordan knew he was there. Binsfield bailed out by the foul. I think he probably was surprised by that pass a little bit and had to gather for a little longer than he would have liked.
He's only 4 of 7 from the line this year, so he hasn't had many opportunities, but he puts in the first one. Travis Hone checks back into the game. This time for Spencer Vogel.
Yeah, Finsfield. Nice job.
2 for 2, a 12-12 game. 1:30 remaining here in the first half. So this pace, I would not think it favors the Tigers, but we're holding on here. And I thought one of the advantages coming into this game is that this is a much bigger court than most high school courts.
Right, so you want to be able to...
And I thought the run and gun that the Tigers like to do would favor us.
Agreed. Especially given that, Jordan's been inhaling every defensive rebound. You think we'd be getting out and running and taking advantage of it that way. Shots just haven't been going.
Well, and right now what we have is we have one outside shooter, Nick Fuji, and a bunch of guys that want to penetrate. Nick forces up a shot, no good. Garber's going to track down the loose ball.
Yeah, his mid-range tonight, he's been breaking ankles to create open shots, but he just hasn't found the rhythm. Looks like he might be falling away a little crooked. Hope he can correct it in the second half. Or just start bombing from 23, whatever works.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get Fuji going. I mean, he's been an offensive spark for the last couple of games, especially towards the second half of this season once the injury came.
That was really nice defense from Anthony Navarez to prevent that shot from going in. He was hounding, I believe it was Perez, all the way through.
But Binsfield lost Potts, and Potts put that offensive rebound back in. He came over a little late to handle the block, and then because he was over there, you had no body on Potts.
10 seconds remaining in the half. Anthony going to work on the perimeter, needs a little help. There's Travis with 5 left.
Going to take a straight on 3, no good. That's going to do it for the end of the first half. Your score, the Annalee Tigers 12, the Petaluma Trojans 14. Low scoring affair. Jason, give us some thoughts before we go to commercial break.
Well, if I'm being optimistic, I'm thinking as a coach, this is effectively a road game. You've got an unusual circumstance and you're only down 2, shooting very poorly, defending well, rebounding well. Feels like we just haven't started the game yet. And I don't think either team is necessarily seeing an advantage with the way this game has opened up, but I'm not discouraged if I'm Brett Page and the Tigers. That's what I think.
All right, so we're at halftime here at the Hale Pavilion. It's a 2-point deficit for your Tigers. We'll be back after these commercial breaks.
I'm Jen Fuji, and I am one of the owners of Inspired Fitness. We train athletes in the community of Sebastopol. Being a retired athlete myself, I get to pass along what being an athlete is all about. Not just how to do push-ups, not just how to have great squat form, but how to be a teammate, how to listen to your coach. To me, that is a gift. We offer over 40 classes a week: Pilates, Insanity, P90X, spinning, PiYo, boot camp program, TRX, yoga. We're really happy to be in the Barlow, and we are very thankful to the community of Sebastopol for being so supportive to us.
And Curry with a steal. Harrison Barlow. Oh, man.
There's your pass of the night. There's not one bench player sitting down right now for the Warriors.
Puts his foot on the pedal, behind the back, lays it in with the left hand. Tremendous play on both ends of the floor by Steph Curry. Curry, all pretty fake, pulls up. There's the first field goal. That was sweet. What a move. I mean, what do you do defensively? Beautiful move by Curry. Does he have the best handle in the league right now? No timeout with 6. At 5, Curry for the lead. Good! As Curry's 3 gives the Warriors the lead. Curry kicks it out. Lawrence for 3. Puts it in. We're off to the races.
He makes it look so easy.
the spin he put on it? Flipped it up.
Rose with 10 turnovers. David Lee with the right hand hammer. Stiff on the handle. David Lee, the finisher.
On a 12-4 run, Curry Amrod shakes Paul out of his boots and hits a fallaway jump shot.
You want to see a dribble move? Watch this one. Double behind your back, knock it down, and the bench is loving it.
Chance to tie it here for Golden State. Curry's got it. And Curry will let it go for three. Comes up short. Offensive rebound. Curry again. And Curry hits a three. Tie game. And Curry delivers a big one to force overtime. Curry splits the defense behind the back. Fires a three. Oh, he puts it in. What a spectacular move. And it's the largest lead of the game.
That could be the greatest move I've ever seen. No, I'm being serious.
This isn't Madison Square Garden. These drills probably won't make anyone a #1 draft pick. But these players are practicing for something important. While they work on their jump shots, they're also learning teamwork, discipline, self-confidence, how to deal with wins and losses. Skills that will make them winners long after they leave the court. Support high school activities in your community, because when kids take part, they get set for life.
I'm going.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on 3 factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
It's not about the shoes. It's about knowing where you're going. not forgetting where you started. It's about having the courage to fail. Not breaking when you're broken. Taking everything you've been given and making something better. It's about work before glory. And what's inside of you is doing what they say you can't. It's not about the shoes. It's about what you do in them. It's about being who you were born to be.
Hey, where are you going? Can't get by me. I'm #1 in this class. I rule this lab. I'm #1. Hey, I don't think so. Yes! Winner! I am the king! Woo!
You wouldn't do it there. So, don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
What?
Jerk.
Welcome back, everyone, to Hale Pavilion as we're getting ready to start the second half of this SCL Finals matchup between your Annalee Tigers and the visiting Petaluma Trojans. Before we get back to action, I'm going to give a shout-out to Patty Tripodi, who's watching this game along with her parents, Eleanor and Don. Hello, family. We hope you're enjoying this massacre of scoring that we're watching here.
It's going to get prettier in the second half if you're a Tiger fan. I'm feeling it.
I'm saying you're going to get at least one Dom three-pointer here in the third. At least one. That's my call.
And that would be, with a score like this, that would be a touchdown. That would be a major.
So again, a shout-out to Patty, Eleanor, and Don watching on the road.
Thank you for joining us here at the Sonoma County League end-of-season tournament. Sonoma County League of Champions.
There you go. So you got Nick, Dom, Travis, Aiden Vermillion, his first taste of the floor, and Jordan Armstrong.
Fascinating to come out and put Vermillion in first crack out of the box in the second half.
And he's a guy that's been a starter for you for a while.
Yeah. Interesting. Brett Page being a little more creative with his substitution pattern here tonight, I think.
Garber has it. There's the junk man throwing up a shot. Potts gets the rebound. No good. Still loose. Travis is going to handle it.
Here comes Travis.
As you said, Garber just seems to get good looks.
He really does.
For something where they really never move the offense through him.
He's just sneaky. In a Kurt Rambis kind of a way.
That is true.
Rambis was wearing a headband like that in 1984.
But the headbands are not quite in style anymore unless you're LeBron. If you're hiding a bald spot, maybe. Dump down into Jordan. They're still working this down under 10.
Garber sort of playing a free safety down there.
Travis, not his shot. Air ball 3. Let's see. Are they going to say it's deflected? They will. So we're going to say that that ball was
returned. And the Petaluma coach has no argument. Indeed, he agrees it was.
But that should not reset the shot clock. And the shot clock got reset to 35. So we'll see if the referees can figure out. It would have been down to about 5 seconds, be my guess.
I think it was at 3. But I'm
split
not
the difference.
that.
They're going to 4.
I actually saw it, but I'm not going to chime in.
But we'll take the extra second. We might need it. 6:56 here, early third. Tigers trail by 2. You got time. Just get the shot up. No good again. Potts gets the board. So really frustrating game for the Tigers on offense tonight.
Yeah, just one of those grinders, man. I mean, it's not going to be a pretty game. Nobody's stats are going to look good, but you want to come out with a W.
Nice give and go to Potts, and Jordan's going to get the foul.
Potts does a nice job taking that hard to the hole.
And if I'm Jordan, I'm not helping on that one. Stay with the big guy.
Yeah.
Dom had pretty good position on that drive. But this is very similar to the Healdsburg game just a couple nights ago where it was just a really low-scoring, grinding affair, and we kind of had to get hot in the fourth to pull away.
Zach checking in, replacing Vermeulen. So just a little bit of time for Aiden Vermeulen there, who has been a pretty strong contributor. It'll be interesting to see if we get him back on the floor soon.
So So Potts makes both free throws.
I do like seeing Zach and Jordan on the floor together. That could cause problems for the Trojans. Double low, high-low set, and plenty of rebounding talent on the floor for Annalee.
Dom getting in trouble, driving baseline, and throws one away.
I think television is creating a lot of problems for kids driving the baseline. So I really believe that. I think you see Steph Curry do that. I don't know. Who was it? Somebody said Steph Curry's ruining. It was Mark Jackson said Steph Curry's ruining the game by teaching kids to shoot from 28 feet.
28 feet, running shots that are totally contested. You don't think they'd have a chance, and they fall. But it's just good. You have to learn what's good offense and what's not. Driving the baseline without the intention to shoot, and then having to pass from underneath the basket. We saw Travis do it earlier in the first half, and that led to a turnover. And then we just saw Dom do it again here.
It almost never, unless you have a lot of talented, very aware people playing around you, and your offensive, you got guys who move without the ball extremely well. It's like an in case of emergency break glass effort, and most of the time doesn't work out real well. Not that I want to sound like an old curmudgeon.
That's okay.
That's sort of what I am.
6:26 remaining in the third. You're watching the Tiger Sports Network. Tigers trailing by 4, waiting for that offense to get going. Just waiting for it. I mean, you can see the blue crew over there. They're kind of just, all contained. They're waiting for the offense just so they can start cheering.
Yeah, need something to explode there. They're all pent up blue crew aggression.
In the first game, the explosion came when Sasha Spearman Weaver just packed somebody going for a shot.
It's tough. It's tough because that's not a fundamentally sound play. You want to collect the ball. But she smiled. She was so happy. And I was too. That's just freaking fun.
A little stream of joy in an otherwise unpleasant night. This Garber kid is creating problems. He just flashes out, gets an elbow jumper, good form.
He's quick. I think he's deceptive.
Full court pressure being picked up by the Trojans. It causes a turnover. And again, you're throwing it into a big. You're throwing it into a guy that's not usually handling the ball. Binsfield should be making that inbound pass to one of the 3 guards you have out there.
Screening somebody, or if you're going to give it to him up high and that sort of stuff.
So Perez has it. He's going to launch up a 3. Now we're getting into a little trouble here. Yeah, this is the score the girls were trailing at early in the third, 21-12. Garber there with contact, knocks David out of bounds. We're going to get the foul.
We have 2 starters on the floor right now for the Tigers. Looks like Anthony and Travis, as I say that, are getting ready to check back in.
I think I need to make a new game instead of where's Waldo, where's Newman.
Yeah.
Kid got a minute run.
And Nick Fuji comes off the floor.
Well, I think he was calling it there. I don't know. I don't know how you can gas out in the first 2 minutes of the third, but he looked like he was looking for a way out there.
Tigers in need of a bucket in this situation.
Well, Travis does that driving baseline thing, and that's a nice controlled shot, but no good.
A little too much float. He was floating forward as he shot it. I'd call a timeout right there.
Anthony's calling for it, but he's...
Yeah, you got to yell, man. You got to run over and get in somebody's face.
The hand up in the air, although there are 3 referees out there.
Yeah, it's valid.
So, and
they're going to be, I would think
you can't tell me the guy behind him couldn't see him. He was standing there for like 5 seconds calling for it. But maybe they didn't think he had possession enough. And again, we're doing tough passes.
And there's a lot of defensive pressure. Wow. So a 9-point deficit, 5:15 remaining in the third. Garber tried to make magic out of not much at all, and it didn't work out for him. So a reset
salad out of the chicken.
Yeah, maybe.
Can't finish that one. There you go. Jordan just bounced out, and he gets a travel. See, if you're going to do all that work to get into the paint, just turn and shoot. You're 5 feet away. Yeah, and then you can see the coaches yelling at him, shoot the ball.
Yeah, this is a weird situation. You see this, I think, when a team gets frozen offensively and nobody has stepped up to be the one who's going to break us out of the ice, then nobody's, it's tough to be the guy who's going to do that, to just have the courage. If nobody's shooting well, including you, somebody's got to start and just have the courage to do it.
Perez scoops up the loose ball. Let's see what they're going to call there. They're going to call it travel. He got saved.
A little bit of a break there from that travel.
Binsfield checking back into the game. as well as Fuji.
Is that Eric Bendick, 21?
Yes, Eric Bendick checks in.
Travis into Fuji. Fuji going to bring it up against single man pressure.
So the Tigers have to figure out their offense here. They got to do it pretty quick.
Well, we've been making some sloppy passes against pressure D, running at 100 miles an hour. Might need to back off to about 95 and just make sure we're taking care of the ball a little better.
Well, we haven't scored this period. There's a free throw jumper, no good by Nick. Nobody following the ball, so we don't get the board. Perez is going to bring it up. Nobody's stopping the ball, so he's going to go right to the lane and get fouled.
So you call that an offensive foul?
No.
I was hoping you did. I was being.
Oh, no, he did.
A charge taken by Travis Holmes.
Wow, I didn't see that.
Blue Crew is baffled enough that they didn't have the opportunity to go nuts, but I'll do it on their behalf. That's his thing. Nice job, Travis Holmes.
More charges than Visa. But unfortunately, that was a strange call. I thought Perez was going to the line for two.
Yeah, I mean, look at even the footwork. Like, we're catching passes on the move with the pass coming behind us because we're a little too amped. You can hear it in my voice.
Zedek checks in for Petaluma. Honestly, this night has just been confusion and a blur for both the girls in the first game and now the boys. You know, combination of the game, the moment, the gym.
That was a nice screen by Nick Fuji.
And Fox just, devoured him.
And here comes Garber against Fuji. Foul called on Travis.
He's going to get to the line.
Oh, I believe he called that on Nick.
Yes, they did. Well, we got 3:42 remaining in the third here, and unfortunately for the Tigers, we haven't scored in this period. Garber puts another one in. That's their 8th point. They're not really shooting lights out either, but now they somehow have a 10-point lead with only 22 points in the third.
Right. I'm sitting here watching Travis Holmes have a lengthy conversation with the referee after that call.
He does like to talk up the referees.
Yeah.
And then we telegraphed the pass, almost turned over. Thank you, my Newman fetish is going to get fixed here as he comes back in the game as well as Dom.
Dom Tripodi in, Jordan Armstrong stays in. Ben Dyke comes out.
And we needed one more to come out. We can't have 6. Spencer's coming out. Almost gave the ball to the guy with 6 guys on the floor.
Okay, 11-point deficit.
So this is the 5 that got you back into the game against Healdsburg.
Dunk on him. Jordan Armstrong,
there we go.
Nice body control. And just ran the floor 75 feet. That is more than you could expect or ask from Jordan, but he makes nice work of the ball handling drills he's been forced to do despite being a post player. And that's a travel.
There we go.
Garber drags his foot. A little bit of a break here.
You know, I'd like to see Newman guard Garber. I think he's got a little more physicality and make it a little easier with Nick on the defensive side.
Yeah, they're kind of built the same, if I may say so. I mean, a little bit heavier up top than your average shooting guard.
Yep, gets it into Nick here. So he's got Jack, Jordan, Travis, and Dom. Moving the ball around. Travis going to drive here. Into the paint, lays it up and in. That's going to work. That's going to work real nice.
And a timeout from Petaluma as he sees momentum swinging as the Tigers are trying to claw back a little bit.
Well, you got 3 minutes here in the third. You've now cut it down to a 7-point game. Just keep doing what you're doing. More importantly, get some offense going. Get some drive going. And we saw it at the Healdsburg game at the end. Travis driving led to good things, whether it be handoffs to Jordan underneath or shots by themselves. And then you're going to have to get Nick hot. I mean, if the Tigers want to win this game, Nick Fuji's going to have to drain a couple threes. We saw him do it in the fourth quarter against Healdsburg. We really need to see him light it up here. In fact, I'm looking at the board, and Nick's got nothing right now. And we can win when Nick Fuji is not scoring at least 10 points a game. He's that pivotal to our offense. And honestly, with the 3-pointers, he fires up the crowd. He fires up the team.
Well, let's think about what's our normal scoring pace 55, 60 points a game?
I would guess we're averaging at least that.
So, that's going to put you toward 15 points a quarter. Even if they can just play defense the way they've been playing and have around an average offensive output for the remainder of this game.
Yeah, you pick up another 4 points in this quarter, shut them down, and then just do your normal. You want to get it down to about a 5-point game here at the end of the third.
That'll be real nice.
You got it down to 7 now, so you cut the 10 to 7. Get a defensive stop here, and then just keep plugging away. Trim it down.
Nothing cheap. You want to see Jordan Armstrong continue to vacuum up the glass.
There's Garber again in that free throw jumper, but this time he's short, and Jordan gets it. Another great box out by Newman. He'll push up right side. Nobody stops him, hands it back to Travis. That's not where he wants to shoot, and he forces that shot there. So he dribbled into the traffic and then got the shot forced.
I think he got a little body check and wasn't able to penetrate as deeply as he wanted to, and did not have anywhere to go.
So Peretti hands that ball off. Gonna swing it back around. There's a flash shot going up, no good. Controlled by Petaluma. They're gonna swing it back around, trying to get to Potts.
Nice job.
Jordan scoops up the loose ball.
Jordan has really nice hands. I mean, he locates the ball really nicely and takes care of it for somebody with his length. It's very impressive.
So Travis takes a pause there, gets the offensive call from Coach Page. We'll see if we get it going.
Looking for Jordan, looking for Newman with the high-low.
There's that. And once again, we're driving baseline and trying to make passes from underneath the basket. I think Dom stepped on the line there.
And it's invariably from the right side.
Yeah, we got to take that out of our play calling. We got to get our kids to stop doing that.
I think that's one of the great difficulties of coaching basketball is getting kids to stop driving into that damn spot. It just drives you crazy.
They see the lane open momentarily, so they start driving to the basket, and then when they get a cut off, they don't bring it back out. They just keep driving into danger.
Well, then everybody's right-handed too. Regardless of how much they work on it, it takes a lot to be able to make that drive into the paint with your left hand and go into traffic.
So good ball movement here by Petaluma. Nice defense. They're going to leave him alone for a 3. No good.
No roll.
Jordan gets the basket. Bringing it back this way now. Minnesota Hales another rebound. Had David open, but too late. Should reset.
There we go.
I'd like to see Nick just turn on that one, maybe fire one up.
You got to think Petaluma's done their homework on what to do about Nick Fuji and not let him just light him up.
Free throw jumper by Jack contested, no good, going back the other direction.
It was a quality shot. I mean, good setup. He had a hand in his face, but the free throw jumper, you're not going to get much better than that in this game anyway.
Deep 2 by Potts, no good. David gets the board. Looking to push. Jack right side. Cuts the middle of the paint and he's stripped from behind. He goes down low, gets it out. Nick, wide open 3. No good. Jordan Armstrong. Beautiful. And the rebound.
29 seconds remaining, 5-point lead for the Trojans.
So you got it down to 5. Now get the defensive stop with the shot clock off. Petaluma's going to look to take the last shot. You just want to make sure they don't make it here. Anthony getting ready to check in, but I don't think he's going to be given the opportunity here.
I believe he's going for Newman, who was actually asking for a breather. Newman gets his hand on that ball, but
David fights for it. He's got 4 seconds. Let's see.
Get out of bounds. Oh, no.
So they pass it off Len. So we're going to have the end of the third. We got it down to 5.
All right.
An ugly 23-18 lead for Petaluma, but you're in this game.
Wow.
Fortunately for us, though, we're still on that 6 points a quarter pace.
Weird energy, huh? Weird energy in this game. Kind of all over the map.
You're watching the Tiger Sports Network, brought to you by your Annalee Boosters. And the Boosters demand a win. We want points and a victory tonight. Come on, we beat this team twice. It's always tough to beat a team 3 times, but that's what we want.
If you're going to sponsor a whole sports network, you expect victories.
That's right. We're going to put it on the hood of our car.
I always wonder what the referees are discussing here. Are they making adjustments?
I always think it's like that commercial where the guy says, okay, you shake your head, okay, you mumble to the side, all right, we're going to call this in a second, and then
let's just look official.
Yep. You cross your arms, I'm going to hold my chin, you hold the ball. Then we'll stand there for a couple seconds, nod your head, pretend I'm talking. All right, let's go.
Hood Trump won South Carolina.
Not surprising. I mean, the amount of, if you look at the Republican candidates, yikes.
It's an entertaining field. Not wanting to alienate any of our thousands of viewers, well, I'll just say it's an entertaining field.
For entertainment purposes only, I want Trump to win.
It would be an astonishing race.
But I'm not looking for a tax break to the 1%er, so I'm not going to vote Republican.
I mean, eventually he's just going to be sort of slobbering and throwing fire at people because he's going to run out of obnoxious things to say.
Yeah, he's taken the wrong side of almost every stance, and they love him.
And it's still very early. I mean, he's got months.
He can double back and rely, and, Ball moving into the paint. Potts forcing one up, talk to the hand.
Jordan Armstrong said, nah. And I'm going to get a rebound out of that, too.
Anthony, Travis, David, Nick, and Jordan.
Oh, yeah, go on him.
Let's see, are they going to call the hook or they say he's out of bounds? They're going to call the foul on Potts.
Which is very nice. I'm down with that. Great move from Armstrong.
Well, when he spun quick, it didn't give Potts a chance to set up defensively. Got to get it in. Get it in. So we throw it away at backcourt. I mean, hold on, Anthony. Travis has got to get it into the big guy right in front of him. Why are you throwing it backcourt?
Yeah, call a timeout, do something. That's unfortunate. Tigers need to stop here, keep this momentum on their side.
Let's just keep trimming away. We got it down to 5. Let's get it down to 3. Let's get it down to 2.
On the floor, we got Nick, Anthony, Travis, David Cadoni, and Jordan Armstrong. Pick that up and go.
So you got numbers here. Find Nick.
Armstrong trailing.
Anthony's going to go to the line, but he got lucky there. I mean, he drove into 2 guys on one, and he had Nick on the wing. Set Nick up. Get him going.
But the opportunity to cut it to 4 or even 3, which is a significant opportunity in this low-scoring mud match.
Anthony makes the first free throw. That's a big one. His first point of the night.
I'm thinking of mudder. In horse races when they run them in the ring?
Yep, very ugly track.
Yeah, ugly track, slow times.
Barely ticks iron on the next one and misses it, so we still can't break 20 yet.
Soon, I can feel it. And then it's just going to be floodgates after that.
A little body.
Jordan says,
should be deflected off, but they're not going to call it.
Drag.
How is that not deflected off?
And a timeout goes to the Trojans. Maybe the referees will discuss it. Maybe we'll go to the tape. Probably not.
Nope. They missed that call right in front of them, too. And that's a big turnover here with 7 minutes remaining. Tigers only have 19. Petaluma, again, only has 23. Points are at a premium tonight, Jason.
Yeah. A scarcity value unlike we have seen through the course of the season. This has got to be the lowest scoring affair for both of these.
Yeah, I can't imagine we were ever going into the fourth quarter with only 20.
Blue Crew giving it up for the triple flip from the cheerleader. That's nice. They're enthused. It's Saturday night.
We got to get something going.
We got to have something to cheer about.
That cheerleader has done more flips tonight than points we've scored.
That may well be true.
I know it's true. She's been going crazy over there, and I'm sure she's done more than 20 flips. So again, Anthony, Nick, Travis, David, and Jordan.
I like the lineup.
So David's guarding. Get it in the paint. Murray has the ball. Swings it over. Perez tries to go baseline. Anthony, good job closing that out. Get him to reset. 20 on the shot clock. Cox dribbles into the paint. Hesitation and puts it up.
Great head fake after Jordan Armstrong's blocked 2 shots. He's probably hungry, and there we go.
David, corner 3. There we go. David Cadoni. Thank you very much, sir. Nice kick. Draw and kick. Now we got it down to a 3-point game. Let's get this momentum on our side. Cox. That's a pass, so it's going to be ball out of bounds.
That is the 4th team foul on the Tigers, also 4 on the Trojans with 6:16 remaining. Nobody really in foul trouble. This has been a pretty quietly called game, not a lot of whistles.
Girls' game was a lot uglier, a lot of girls in fouls.
Goodness.
A lot of hacking. It almost seemed like they were more physical than the boys tonight. But so nobody going into the fourth quarter here is in foul trouble for either side. That kid Garber's back out there. I don't like that.
That's Stremlaw in the corner.
Deep three here, no good. Jordan goes high over the board, gets it. Holy mush while you got the numbers. Nick was telling David, get away from me, I want this corner.
Yeah, they both wanted that corner, I think. And Cadoni thought about it and did not pull. I think that's probably fine. You want to set it up to see if you can get an even better one.
Anthony has it now. They had Jordan flashing on that one, but he just couldn't pull the trigger on the pass.
Over the top, nope.
Now it's a more difficult.
He traveled. Yes, he did.
So again, we're just having a tough time figuring out what offense we want to do here. We're not getting anything going. And we're right in this game, Jason. That's why this is so painful.
Yep.
3-point game.
Could be worse. We could be not in it.
Yeah, that's true.
It'd be a different kind of pain. More of a deep spiritual pain.
Garber again, he's going to take a jumper. He's not shy. Nick couldn't handle it. Garber thinks about a three, tees one up, no good. Another rebound.
So when their shots are coming out of rhythm, the rebounding is out of rhythm for the Tigers.
Well, and what we've seen with this group before, as they tip another one, if Jordan doesn't get the rebound, nobody does.
Yeah. And look at this, Petaluma's coach calling a timeout, presumably irritated at the lack of offensive rhythm or perhaps the repetitive 22-foot launch pads that his Trojans are throwing up.
I got to wonder, when you're seeing your team get out-rebounded like this, why don't you have a scrapper like Aiden Vermillion out there? I mean, this is a kid that was good enough to start many games for you.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden now he can't even, he had to buy a ticket to sit in the stands for this one.
Yeah. Don't know.
5:07 remaining in the fourth. Tigers trail by 3.
I do think Jordan Armstrong, what do you think he is? 12? 13 rebounds?
Yeah, he's closer to 20 than he is 10.
I think that might be true. But Petaluma right there did suddenly something they haven't done all night, keeping the ball actively alive on the offensive boards.
But you're seeing again, if Jordan doesn't get it, nobody else is getting it. When you go that small, when you have David and Anthony and Nick out there, 3 guys that are used to getting out and running on these, they're not looking to rebound.
Yeah.
And you can't put it all on Jordan, and Travis will help when he can, but you've got 3 or 4 guys on this fourth, Garber especially with Potts, and then with Murray, number 11, they're crashing the boards looking for offensive rebounds.
Sure.
And if you're guarding them and you're not helping back, we're getting outnumbered.
Little stomp clap from the blue crew and the purple crew trying to out-queen each other.
Well, whatever it takes. Peretti with the dribble. He's going to get it over Murray right side. Now Garber in the corner. Looking for Potts. Nothing there.
Jordan gives it up to Potts. Potts, no dice with the left-handed jump hook.
Gets the rebound.
Potts has had a frustrating evening, and it has taken the form of Jordan Armstrong in the paint.
Nick is wide open, and David doesn't see him. Again, we drive baseline, and a contested shot. What are we doing?
Down
what
three.
Are we doing?
That's not working. Down
Fuji was wide open.
Yep.
I mean, you have to have better court awareness than that. And there's no way you're going to find Fuji that wide open again here. So shot clock down to about 10. Peretti thinks about it. He won't take it. Somebody's going to have to now, down to 5. Potts has it swinging around. Peretti's going to take an elbow jumper and then rattles in off the glass
from 17 feet straight away.
So they work it down. They don't get the shot they want, and they make it.
Yeah. And we turn the ball over because we're going at too fast a pace. A little too much panic. But still only a 5-point deficit. A stop would be a big benefit to us right here.
Murray has it now, and again controlled. And it seems like even that way in the first game, it seemed like Sonoma was more controlled and more, disciplined in what they were doing offensively.
Yeah.
And you can almost say the same here tonight about Petaluma. They're more controlled, they're more disciplined. They're moving the ball around, they're trying to make passes.
Our defense is not making them as frantic as their defense is.
And they're getting offensive boards, so we're getting killed on the boards.
All of a sudden here in the second half, that is true. Jordan is not able to inhale everything, and I think Petaluma's sending more guys.
Well, and the difference right now, frankly, is Murray and Garber. Those two kids are crashing the boards on every shot, and if they're not getting it clean, they're deflecting it.
I think Brett Page might be seeing what you're seeing. He's bringing Jack Newman and looks like it's Dom Tripodi back in at the next dead ball.
Tough shot, no good. Garber again, but Garber get it.
That's got to be a foul on Garber.
He does.
Fired up. Credit to him for getting after it, but that's a little out of control. Lots of subs. Fresh meat on the floor for both squads.
So 5 minutes or 5-point deficit here, 2:48 remaining. Can the Tigers figure out their offense enough to get the 5-point difference made up?
Well, good gravy. We're talking about 2 baskets. You know, 3 and a 2. I mean,
hey, we only have 22. 3 baskets is a premium.
I understand.
I mean, we've scored 4, 8, and 6. 6. We haven't hit double digits in a period.
This is where floodgates are going to open, my friend. Jack Newman over to Fuji. That might be a foul and one.
Thank you.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
And can you believe that that is Nick Fuji's first basket of the night?
You know, I'm not lying when I'm saying that. I was just getting ready to say I like Nick Fuji right here with a lot of senior experience, a lot of veteran attitude. Well, and to be the guy who's going to step up and say, okay, I can take this shot.
But misses a crucial free throw and we're trailing by 3.
Down 3. Would have been nice, but another stop here and you feel the momentum swing back to the Tigers.
Jack guarding Garber.
Petaluma taking their time.
Well, they're in no hurry. I mean, we haven't been able to score all night.
Yeah, I mean, why not burn the clock if
3-point lead almost feels like 10. Cox deep jumper, no good. Travis gets the board.
Key rebound. Very nice.
Jordan was wide open underneath the basket. They didn't find him. Now they do.
That is a nice turnaround. Oh, it doesn't go for Jordan. He gets it back and has a block and is fouled.
And who kept that ball alive but Jack Newman underneath?
Hey, nice job, Jack Newman.
He batted that ball to Jordan, got the foul on Potts, and the big fella's going to go to the line.
Jack of all trades.
He is. He's a spark plug. He's a kid that I for the life of me, do not know why he's not getting more minutes on this team.
You know that AC/DC song, The Jack? That's a good song.
Could be his theme song. Jordan, silky smooth from the free throw line. A 2-point deficit. Under 2 minutes remaining in this game.
Jordan Armstrong is having a nice night.
1-point deficit.
Boy, that is gutsy to step up and make that shot. He's very impressive.
And I kind of get the feeling if we ever get the lead in this game, then all the pressure just swings immediately to Petaluma.
Oh, sure, because it's not like they've been pouring in buckets all night.
No.
They're sitting here with 27 points with 2 minutes left in the game. So, you know.
Combined, we're not even at 60.
Yeah, it's a weird one, but it is a fun one. Nice atmosphere. Both teams, certainly no lack of effort from either side.
I just couldn't believe after watching a 37-31 final for the girls that the boys would actually go under that. I thought
it's funny.
I thought I would have bet the over, not the under. You're watching the Tiger Sports Network, brought to you by your Annalee Boosters. This is the Sonoma County League Tournament Final. The number 1 seed Annalee Tigers versus the number 3 seed Petaluma Trojans.
League of Champions.
All right, take a deep breath. You got 2 minutes to decide who's going to come away for the champions. The Tigers won the regular season title, but it's always nice to get the double down and get the tournament championship as well.
Yeah, just sort of drives the point home. Just sort of engraves what was merely etched before.
And also, frankly, this will help your NCS seeding.
Sure.
If you can win your league and then win your tournament, you might get a little bit better seed and maybe an earlier home game or 2. If you lose tonight, you may be going on the road come Tuesday.
I like this situation for the Tigers with, a healthy amount of time.
Right, throw it away.
Trojans throw the ball to nobody.
So Travis, Jordan, Nick, Dom, and Jack, the 5 that brought you back against Healdsburg, are the 5 out of the court again when you get to crunch time here in the 4th.
And the blue crew is fired up. Kudos to them.
Just got to get it in. Lucky rebound. We get it to Nick.
Travis to Nick. Jack Newman coming up. Dom Tripodi going down. Jordan Armstrong looking for a post up at the elbow.
Jordan way out, under 20 now on the shot
clock. I'm glad he's taking care of it. I'm glad he's not throwing that lob when he didn't need to. Nick Fuji gets himself into the corner. Somebody's got to be open somewhere.
There's a body. You could have called it on Cox. They didn't.
They're letting it go, man. Holy cow.
Jordan with the rebound and the foul on Cox.
Nice rebound from Jordan Armstrong.
And that's his fourth, and I think we may be into the bonus now.
You know,
let's see if that's the 16th foul or the 7th. They may have to add this one up. Again, we're stuck at 5 on the shot clock. They're looking right now to see how many.
I was watching Jordan Armstrong through the latter part of that play as it was developing because he tried to throw a lob once. It was not there. He tried to throw it again. It was not there. I honestly feel like he was thinking rebound on the entire play.
So we're at 6 teams foul. The next one. Nick's got to get it in. Gets it to Jack.
Nick in the corner gets a screen from Newman. Just not enough open sunshine to pull the trigger on that thing. But he pulls out there. Oh, goodness.
In and out. Potts gets the rebound. Now you got to play defense. You're down by 1.
Again, nice senior leadership from Nick Fuji to step up and take that shot. I hope he gets another shot at it.
So they're playing defense. Petaluma's going to try to run this clock down.
Trojans really want this game to end.
Yeah, but fortunately for them, we got about 30-second difference here. So you need a stop. Can't allow the 3. By Jordan. Oh, and the ball is somehow deflects off Dom, I guess. Now you're down to 6 seconds on the shot clock.
Ball did not hit the rim. Shot clock at 6.
36 on the game.
Perez in the corner, trapped. Potts with the ball, nowhere to go. Armstrong.
That should be a shot clock violation. There it is. Tigers get the ball. 30 seconds left in the 4th, down by 1.
You can hear the noise in here, ladies and gentlemen. It is electrifying, goosebump initiating sort of sounds coming from the Blue Crew and the Tiger fans.
Got to get it into Travis. Now the shot clock is off, so you can play for the last shot and the win. But I don't know if you want to run it all the way down on a chance.
1 timeout left for the Tigers. Coach Page not calling it yet.
Can't get the 5-second call. You get the switch. Nick will take the shot.
Unbelievable.
Got a foul here. And you're going to have to foul multiple times as Cox comes away with the rebound. And you got to give it to Cox. He boxed out Jordan on that one to get that defensive rebound.
I mean, they were hungry. That is a very nice shot from Nick Fuji. Just doesn't get the roll. I mean,
so that's the 15th foul. You got
both coaches gesturing for a timeout simultaneously, and the referees are trying to decide who is actually going to take it because they both saw each other calling the timeout with 1 left.
Now Page is saying, I'm not going to take it.
Tried to back off.
Yeah, and he did. And he gets a smile over at the other coach. Once he realized they wanted it, he stopped.
Timeout is ascribed to Coach Bears at Petaluma. That was funny.
11.7. That was a little gamesmanship there. They both bluffed. And then Page said, hey, I'm not calling it. I'm good just to go. And then Bears was like, all right, I'll take it.
Nick Fuji has stood up and taken 2 difficult shots and had them roll around on the rim and fall out.
Well, and now you got the tough thing. You got 5 team fouls, so they're going to have to foul twice here in under 12 seconds, then get the rebound, and then try to get another shot up.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's entirely plausible. It's not like Petaluma is the Golden State Warriors. They're not so fundamentally sound that we can't assume it's worthwhile to get a steal here. I mean, that's absolutely what you're playing for. It's dangerous to start telling kids to be thinking about fouling. If you're going to be fouling somebody, it should be going for a steal.
But you also can't lose a defender and let an easy basket go the other way.
No doubt.
So let's see. They caused a turnover on an out-of-bounds play just a couple minutes ago.
Garber inbounds to Perez. Foul on
Dom, and then they're going to have to do it again. So that only took a little over a second.
Not bad.
So you're at 10.2. That's only the 6th foul.
They're saying that's the 5th.
No, they already had 5 up there. Might be, but
it could be the same thing as the last game where they can't put more than 5 on the.
So now they're 1-1.
Okay, here we go.
So Perez is going to go to the line. 9.1 seconds remaining in this game. Tigers are trailing by 1.
What is the deal with that scoreboard? That's weird.
I've never seen that before. And I'm sure it hasn't worked that way before either.
Yeah.
So Ryan Perez going to the line, 1-1.
Some harassment coming from the blue crew. Good-natured, of course. And he bricks it. And Garber comes up at the board, and
For some reason he shoots. Now we're going to call a timeout. Jordan was off.
Calls a timeout as soon as he can. Garber is beside himself. Made a very nice effort to get that rebound, but could not convert.
And why do you shoot there, though? You've got a 1-point lead.
You want to back it out. Yeah.
Back it out. In worst case, if you're a good free throw shooter, they're going to foul you anyway. So now you got 4.4 seconds to settle it. Somebody can be the star and come away with high school memories for years to come.
Wow.
Or you're gonna taste a tough defeat.
Nick Fuji has taken the last 2 shots. What are you betting on here? I mean, if you play it the way you think it's going to go, you want to drive and dish to Fuji. Travis Holmes can go to the hole and draw a foul. They're not probably going to be expecting that.
I think you're giving it to one of the seniors, either Travis or Nick.
I mean, 4 seconds is not a heck of a lot of time.
No, but I would give it to Nick because he's got a better outside shot, and he seems like he's been able to get open. He hasn't hit a lot of those, but he's been breaking some ankles.
Yeah.
So get that ball into Nick, set a screen without moving, so you don't get the offensive call, and put it on your senior star to win it for you.
Yeah, I think that's probably the way I'll go. But we shall see.
You got a lot of energy, has both sides, brought a lot of representatives here.
Heck of a game. Very enjoyable, entertaining evening. Jordan Armstrong in the far back court. Perhaps for an inbound purpose, perhaps to set a screen. Jack Newman to inbound.
Well, they're getting it to Travis.
3 seconds.
All or nothing for him. Did not go. So the final score here tonight at Hale Pavilion, the Petaluma Trojans 27, your Annalee Tigers 26.
Tough break.
Thank you all for watching tonight. For Kent, for John, for you, Mr. Weaver, and for myself, we wish you all